My name is Julie Roy. I'm the director of the French animation studio of the National Film Board of Canada. So I'm the head of the studio and I'm a producer as well. Yes, I'm in the Animateka Festival as a jury member. I present here 3 programs, children programs, a program about eroticism and women, and another one are some of my productions. I started to work at the NFB in 1994, which it's quite long. I started to work there as a student during summer because I was a student at university. As I studied to be a teacher at elementary school. So the NFB is an accident in my life, a very nice accident, in fact. So at some point I needed to decide what would be my life. Should I stay at the NFB or should I have a job as a teacher? And then I decided to stay at the NFB, and then I wanted to be a marketing manager to work from the marketing side of promotional things with always for animated films. That's what my heart was with animation, because at the National Film Board we produce also documentaries as well as digital content. And then after, let's say, 8 years as a marketing manager, I decided that I wanted to be a producer. So I went back to university and I did a master on Michal work. Michal, she's a really famous, important filmmaker in Canada. I was very interested by her work. And after I did this master, well, there was this opportunity in the French animation studio. There was a position posted for, they were looking for a producer, and then I had the job. And I guess 7 years later, I was nominated as the head of the studio. So I never studied to be a producer. I learned at the NFB doing my job. We produce several films for different kind of audiences. It means that sometimes we want to reach a wide audience, and sometimes we know consciously that we will do a film for a very niche audience, which is fine too. So, for example, that film Quiet Zone, it works pretty well, that film, in general festival as well as documentary festival, which it's quite rare for us in our animation studio, as well as in animation festival too. So as a producer and as a head of the studio, I need to balance my programming to speak, as I said, to many kind of people, and to let filmmakers be creative in the way they want to do it. I think I wanted to be representative of different countries. And if you see the program, there is a film from Korea, there is another one from Czech Republic, from Canada, United States, Latvia. So in some way, the eroticism, of course, is universal. And I wanted to show different kind of point of view with this topic. Sometimes, let's say, like in Michaela Pavlatova's film Le Carnaval des Animaux, sexuality is a celebration. Sometimes, like in Michel Cournoyer's film The Hat, it's very dark, it's tortured. This film speaks about the incest, so it's a very hard, very difficult film. Sometimes it's very, very subtle, like in this film Love Games that I do like from Yumi Young, this Korean filmmaker. It's just so subtle, and I think it's another way to speak about eroticism, but very unique. I think that's what I wanted to show. Another example is Signe Bowman. I have, I think, 2 or 3 films of her in the program. She's very provocative. It's personal. She speaks about her, and I do like that too. So I think that was how I wanted to create it. To be representative of different countries and point of view. Well, Animateka is a great festival. It's very well organized, and the artistic director is amazing. Igor, he has such a huge culture of animation. He's a passionate guy. He loves creators. He makes them bright. And I think there is a very, very generous programming. You can see a lot of different films. And I like this formula of the platform things that we have every afternoon, because we can discover people, we can discover the festival. Programmers are there to speak about their festival, or you can go deeper in creative process. Like today we have Spela Kadesh, and it was very interesting to understand what she's doing and to learn more about her and her film.